Welcome e-commerce empresses to this episode of Woman Powering E-commerce. Join me every Tuesday and Thursday as I take you behind the scenes of my journey as a female e-commerce entrepreneur. Together, we'll explore the highs, the lows, inspiring you to take action and achieve your own business goals. So let's get started. I absolutely want to share with you a recent discovery I made. I just came across a fascinating study by KPMG, and it really hit close to home. It turns out that a staggering 75% of female executives, so just like you and me, have dealt with imposter syndrome at some point in their careers. Can you believe that? That's a lot. 75%. That's 3 out of 4 people. And imposter syndrome, it's that sneaky, if you've never heard of it, I would doubt that, but just in case you have never heard of it, it's a sneaky feeling of not measuring up and constantly questioning if you're truly qualified for a job. It's like your inner critique that's always whispering, are you sure you deserve to be where you are right now? It can be tough, but knowing that we're not alone in this struggle is actually quite comforting. I don't know if you think that. I think so. And I felt like this several times, not all the time, but sometimes. And I feel like this mostly, I'd say, let's say go to some e-commerce events where not a lot of women are attending, for example, or even it doesn't have to do with men or women. Sometimes you just feel like an imposter as an entrepreneur because who am I? I did not go to business school. I used to suck at math when I was at school. So what tells me I'm going to be good to manage a business? So all those things kind of creep up into your mind. And then you feel like you don't belong where you do maybe. But that's very toxic, very unhealthy to think that way. And yeah, so I've asked myself that question a lot of time. Do I really belong here? But when this happens, I don't stay stuck in that emotional state for very long. Quickly, I try to reframe and tell myself a few things. Maybe I can share them with you. So one of the things that really helps me to reframe myself, and that's probably the number one thing I'll do now when something like this happens, is instead of being like, oh, do I really belong here? I'll tell myself, that's super cool. I get to be the only woman or almost the only woman at the event, or I get to be the trailblazer in the industry that I'm in. It's about turning fear into excitement. I feel they're kind of close emotions, but very different all at once. And one of those emotions will just not be beneficial and disempower you, but the other one, excitement, that just empowers you to, take up the challenge and just move forward. So that's definitely my favorite. Another thing I think that has helped me a lot and helps me when this happens to me, when I tell myself things that are true, is just look back at what I've accomplished. Where did I start at and where am I today? And it's easy to see like, okay, well, I've learned this, I've learned that. I was able to do a lot of things that not everyone are able to do in their lifetime. So just look at your accomplishments and it sets the record straight, I find. So another thing is also that I like to connect with other female entrepreneurs once in a while. I actually had a great 1-hour virtual networking event the other day, and it was short. It was short and sweet, and it just allowed me to chat with other wonderful women who understand our daily struggles, sometimes as a woman, and it's great. It was wonderful, and I need to do that more often. I don't, but I'll try and put that a little bit more into my routine, and you make nice connections, and it just makes you feel that you belong where you are. And another thing, not that I'm doing as much, and I'll be honest, I'm working on this one. It's not to compare myself with others. I try not to do that, but I'll lie. I would lie if I said I never do that. I still do compare myself to other women who or any other business owners, basically. Oh, well, I should be there. Sometimes I tell myself, they've done that. Maybe I should be where they're at now. Have I not worked hard enough? But there's nothing positive about comparing yourselves. That's what I realize. I feel maybe there's sometimes a little positive competition that can help drive you forward. That's healthy. But in general, comparing yourself to others, other businesses or business owners, we all have our own journey. I think the best thing we can do is just compare ourselves with ourselves. So working on that. And again, I'm saying that like as if I'm always comparing myself to others. I am not, but it's just, I think one thing I feel I have to work on still. So I've learned that I am not alone. Remember the study, 75% of female executives, or I'll just add in entrepreneurs. That's not part of the study, but we understand the point. We all almost at one point in our life, in our careers, felt the imposter syndrome happening. So I'm happy. I don't feel alone. It's totally normal to feel this way once in a while. And what I also learned is that it's possible to overcome it. Because I feel like I have for most of it. So, but we all have our bad days or good days. So it can happen. But I find that it's a good reminder to remind myself that it's normal, but it's also possible to overcome that feeling. So thank you for your support. It is definitely crucial in my journey and into helping reach more women entrepreneurs. And if you like this episode or you like my podcast, take a moment, rate, share. I'd appreciate it. Thank you for being part of this journey with me. I hope you gained valuable insights and inspiration today to keep growing and taking action towards your goals. Please follow me on social media and remember to like, share, and comment this video. Subscribe to get notifications every time a new video is uploaded. See you next time.